The Dunedin Cruise Action Group met today in preparation of the next cruise season starting in October. Each year the season brings tens of thousands of people to Dunedin and generates up to $30 million for the city. Group member Sophie Barker joins us to talk about the work going on behind the scenes. Good evening.
Good evening.
What was today's meeting all about?
Meeting was of the Cruise Action Group, and we were meeting to discuss what had happened at our debrief and how we can do better for next season. That's increasing customer satisfaction and quality.
And in general, what happened?
At the debrief we discussed a lot of operational issues come up, and we talk about those and work with the operators to try and make it a better experience for the visitors.
Now, who else is involved in the action group?
So we've got the Dunedin City Council, that's the eyesight and the Economic Development Unit, Tourism Dunedin, Dunedin Host, that's the operator's body, the Chamber of Commerce, Port Otago and the University of Otago. So we have a great team who work really well together.
And what will be done in the coming weeks and months?
We'll meet with the operators to talk through some of the challenges that came up from last season and what we're going to do about those. We'll also work with operator training, and then we do things like the behind the scenes stuff, the cruise calendar, top tips for operators, that sort of stuff.
What were some of the challenges from this past season?
Well, the big challenge, which we can't change, was the weather. We had 7 cancellations, which was a real shocker for the city, but we could pray more perhaps, but I don't know what we can do about the weather. Just some little tweaks that we need to look at for next season.
Is there anything else that has to be organised before October?
There's a lot, I guess people don't know, but I have to contact our water department and say, well, there's this many boats coming in and there's this many people on them, because of course our water department has to get the water down to the port and make sure that Port Chalmers doesn't run out of water, because there's an extra 3,000 people coming into the area there. So there's that sort of stuff, loads of behind the scenes stuff, transport management plans, boring stuff that has to be done.
Do you think that the cruise industry in Dunedin will grow?
For me, I feel that the numbers coming in are possibly becoming a little bit static. There's so much competition between all the ports in New Zealand that's a challenge for us. I hope that we, make more money out of our visitors and make our visitors happy, because we're competing on a national and international scene. Will
the weather affecting the cruises this past season have any effect on the numbers coming for next season? Do you think some operators may go, oh, let's not go there?
I don't know. It's quite a challenge, and it's a risk for operators as well. We've sort of set up a system where we can let them know as soon as possible, but it's in the laps of the gods.
What are the main issues facing the cruise industry in this town, do you think?
There's always that we are in the South Island, and also that perhaps the market might become a little bit saturated. Everyone's kind of done the New Zealand cruising, and there's lots more different cruises being offered. Whether that Australian market gets saturated, we've of course got the weather, some traffic issues, a few things like that.
Sophie Barker from the Dunedin Cruise Action Group, thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
After the break on